magnet.
Yeah.
So that's will tell you how good or bad or whatever's been happening in your gearbox, you know, is how much metal is built up around that thing. And after Roger's been running it, there's usually a lot.
Is there?
I have to check. I have to check the gears all the time because he eats a gear set every year.
Oh yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah. What's your point?
Oh, there's no wallet left.
Yeah. Actually, I'll show you something here. Take that off there for a second. Here. Normally I don't necessarily, I'm not going to get in here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, this is your gear set.
So, let me show you this. This is the gears I took out. Okay. And you can look at, there's a magnifying glass there. You can see the wear on that, how it's not smooth.
On the dog ring part, or
yes, no, on the engagement portion.
Yeah,
you can see how it's marked up.
Yeah.
Okay. And look at the rest; they're smoother. So this is what came out of the gearbox. So that's what I look at when I take a gear out. I look at the condition that I call them the dogs.
Right there, like just on that very edge there.
Yeah. When I mark the worst ones, typically.
And that's bad enough that you would switch it out?
Me, no. It's just like, okay, it's worn. Be careful. Because a lot of that depends on, and I get this wrong every time. And the other thing to do is you pull the gears apart and you'll look to see whether there's any marking on the teeth. You know, you can see a little bit of a chip there, nothing drastic. But, and depending on the age, what you can get, you can actually, I call it tooth rot. You'll see right at the base there, you'll see cracks forming. I call it tooth rot. So at that point in time, I chuck them away. You can see a little bit of that was just dirt. So you check both gears, make sure that they're all fine, and then you go, okay, they're good to keep or they're not.
And those are like good enough for a backup?
No, that's good enough to race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the depending on where you put this in the transmission. Okay, and by that I'm saying, is this a fourth gear or is it a third gear? Okay, because then the load side versus the unload side swaps. Okay, so this wear is, now you'd think that the wear here is when you engage it, right? So you think that's the power side. That's not true. Because, excuse me, when you shift, you let off and it goes in, okay? However, when you're disengaging, okay, you let off and the gear automatically bangs back. So the wear you see is not on the power, but on the reverse. I never knew that. Wade had to explain it to me 18 times before you think about, okay, why is the wear on the back side when it should be on the front when I'm engaging? No, it's when you let off, the thing goes, because there's no power driven, now you're driven it the opposite way. So that's where the wear comes in, is usually on that. So that being said, depending on which orientation is, it may be good for third, not for fourth, or good for or fourth base. So either way, so it's
and
just.
Does it say the number on it?
Oh yeah, this is the gear ratios.
There's usually two, right?
Right. This is a 19-24 ratio, and this should be. That's what it says 24-19, but it is a matching set. So you always want to keep them the same.
Right.
If you break a 19 too small, you shouldn't. They say replace it with a different 19 too. You should just toss the whole gear set.
Oh yeah.
They just say that's the way it is. I go, okay, because they supposedly wear in. So this one here is just my tool, and it tells me because of the color.
Yeah, I have a similar one, not as big, but.
And then I just use yellow tabs to tell me what the gear sets are. And then I usually have the current gears chart in there as well, just to make sure what. I've already changed that gear. One thing
you take that to races?
Yes. It's that and this box here are in all the races. Hopefully never have to use it.
Right.
Because this two-man and board will lift that. Take a picture of this. The important part is the 532. Whether it's 1.5 or 2, if it's too long, you can cut them, right? But the 532 goes into that,
Does that suck at the
into
back?
the shaft,
Right.
okay? No, into this shaft, okay.
Okay.
And a 1/16 figure, i.e. 3/16 is too thick to go in.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying. I know that, so that says too thick. So don't use those ones. Whether it's 2 inch or 1.5. Okay. Some people, when you reassemble a whole box, okay, this surface you can see has a seal.
Yeah.
I've never replaced it. Some people replace it often. I use Hylamar, which is a non-hardening gasket material, for lack of a better description.
And you put it just there, or
I put
over
it.
the
I put it
whole-
all thing. Let it squeeze. I use that on both sides. I use Hylamar. People say you don't have to, but I do. That ain't cheap. Don't remember what it was, but it's not fucking cheap. Finding it, I think. That was maybe either Pegasus.
Not local.
No. Pegasus or who's the guy that the other guy?
Canada.
No,
Oh, Brad.
Brad, yeah. I'm not sure.
Primus.
Primus, yeah. That's cord material, but that can be used in there. And this is just about all the gears, all the bearings, spares, nuts. Duplicate. I ran out of space over there, so that's what it's
You
duplicate.
keep extra dog rings?
I keep ones that are, I've taken in the car because there's always a case where, shit, I've done something and this may be terrible, but it's better than what I got.
Mm. Right.
That's why they're
If
there.
you're in a race or whatever and something happens.
Yeah.
But if they're fairly clean, you wouldn't switch them out. What is that?
No, the bottom number,
Oh, 300, 140.
the cost of one.
That's what, a dog ring?
Yeah.
I just bought 2 of them.
So that's why I go, I'm not gonna throw those things out.
Yeah.
Just, it doesn't hurt, it's just, and I mark which ones are bad as far as wear is concerned, because they were just the opposite of that thing, right?
Mm.
And again, depending on where you put them, they may only screw up or be screwed up on. Maybe it's a track you'll hit fourth once, whereas you're in third, second, so you put the bad part, for lack of a description, toward the fourth gear, right? You play games like that. Okay. So, what you do is you, let me just reassemble this because it's falling apart. And it does this all the time. You can curse at it all you want.